Here's something cute you can do for your wedding. Making paper pom-poms. Now this is really fun to make on your own because it's easy, it gets your hands on in your own wedding, and you can make them in all different colors to make sure it matches your personal decor. So what I did was I just took a regular stack of tissue paper. I cut it in half and then cut it in half again. And you can see here, I have a nice square of tissue. Now, the size of your tissue is gonna matter depending on how big you want your pom-poms to be. So if you want big ones, you're gonna use more tissue. If you wanna make little baby ones, then go ahead and cut it in half 1 or 2 more times, okay? So here we're gonna make a pink one, and it's super simple. All we do, once we have our square, is we're gonna accordion fold it. So I fold once all the way across. All right, there we go. So now I have a nice thick fold of accordion tissue paper. Then I'm gonna take a pipe cleaner. So I went ahead with white just because it kind of blends a little bit. It won't really show, so don't worry too much about it, but you don't want like a black if you're using white paper. So I'm just gonna go ahead and fold it at the bottom and twist right across the middle. Eventually I'm going to cut this off, but we're going to keep it for now just so we have a length to work with, okay? And now, to make the fun jagged edges that you see here, you're just going to take your scissors and cut the edge. So a nice V is what I'm going to cut into this, and it sort of just adds that little funky texture. And you can make them deep, you can make them short, whatever you want. But the length here is going to determine the width of your entire pom-pom, okay? So here we go. I'm going to pull these out, and I can see my fanned out, textured tissue. All I do now is I'm going to separate the tissue. One piece at a time. Be delicate though, because you don't want to rip it, or, I mean, if you rip a piece, it won't really make a difference because you can kind of hide it in there. So you'll get lucky in that way. But this is what we do, just all the way on both sides. You can take it, I'm going to cut it shorter now that I know how long out my pom-pom goes. And I'm just going to make a little loop. I'll just bring it in, and it sits nice and easy. And then I'm going to take a string and tie it. No one's really going to see the tops, but you can hide this in there a little further if you want. Otherwise, you just take your string, tie it, and now it's ready to hang.